Complainant stated that she was unable to tell if he was a wreck, but she was able to clearly see his.
Do you have any questions, sir?
Hey everyone, today's court hearing was truly something else. It featured a man who identifies as a sovereign citizen facing charges for inappropriate behavior in public. Things got out of hand fast, and it was tough to watch. The man completely, i.e., lost control during the hearing.
Good morning, sir. What was the last name again?
Lane, Brandon Lane, yeah.
So, Mr. Lane, you were charged with. All right, you were charged with indecent exposure. You wanted to do the PC on the indecent?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with indecent exposure. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
May 26, 2024, officers were dispatched to a defendant touching his private area at the Metro-owned downtown transit center located on 1900 Main Street, Harris County, Texas. The officer was advised by Metro Dispatch that the complainant called and stated that the defendant was exposing himself to her. Complainant told officers that the defendant was a black male in a blue hoodie and boarded a Metro bus, and then ultimately pointed the bus that he had boarded. Matching the description, and complainant witness confirmed that that was the same person. Complainant stated that the defendant followed her from across the street, pulled out his penis, and started exposing it to her and looking at her. She further stated that the defendant began stroking his penis back and forth with his hands, looking at her without speaking, approximately 5 to 10 feet away. The complainant stated that she was unable to tell if he was a wreck, but she was able to clearly see his penis as he was stroking.
Your Honor, after speaking with my client, the officers approached 2 males. I have to wait on body cam to see what the other male looked like, but my client's saying that wasn't him. He just.
I mean, I don't know. I think that there's probable cause to go forward now. Mr. Lane. Mr. Lane, we will get the body cam to ensure and see if that is in fact you, because we don't know. All we know is that we have someone that has identified you. I will try to have them get the body. Do you have it now? What evidence do you have now?
This is a brand new case, Your Honor. This is the 26th, so I don't know. There's nothing in yet, so I literally just wrote this up before I came to court.
Okay, I will, Mr. Lane, I will try to have them get the information and the body cams as quick as possible so we can verify that it is you. I would say let's try hopefully a week. The problem is that I can't give you a PR bond because you continue to take off on us. I had your evading arrest at 7503 because we can't get you here. So, okay. Do you have any questions, sir? Hey, hit the button, please.
Yes.
Not the best time to be.
I don't know if it was this guy.
All right, same thing happened down there with me.
That was, no,
Hey, Ms. Hayes, can we have him evaluated, please?
On his previous case, Your Honor, his first case in your court, he was already set for a mental health evaluation, but he absconded. He's homeless.
He's,
So,
the look that he was giving us, that was, did you see me eyeing you to?
yes, I moved over, yes.
well, you see where I came, you see?
Oh,
Yeah.
He's pretty coherent when I'm speaking with him, but I've seen the episode
I
coming
just,
about. So he's gonna be in custody. Hopefully we can schedule the evaluation. I'll speak to the CLO and go from there.
for sure.
Thank you.
Connor,
You could really see how uncomfortable his attorney was. She looked like she was seriously questioning how she ended up representing him. Years of law school, and now this? It was hard not to feel for her. The judge looked like they had run out of patience, and the courtroom quickly fell into chaos. Let's go ahead and take a look at how it all unfolded. As we watch, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this case. That hearing might... Hey everyone, today's court hearing was truly something else. It featured a man who identifies as a sovereign citizen facing charges for inappropriate behavior in public. Things got out of hand fast, and it was tough to watch. The man completely lost control during the hearing, and you could really see how uncomfortable his attorney was. She looked like she was seriously questioning how she ended up representing him. Years of law school, and now this? It was hard not to feel for her. The judge looked like they had run out of patience, and the courtroom quickly fell into chaos. Let's go ahead and take a look at how it all unfolded. As we watch, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this case. That hearing might have been one of the most chaotic I've seen in a long time. The man came in presumed innocent, but after that
If you are in the box, do not talk to your client while we're on the record. How do you know we're on the record? Because I call the style of the case. I keep saying that. And what I keep saying is, I don't understand when we're not on the record, everybody just sits there and don't talk to anybody. And the minute we get on the record, that's when everybody wants to have a conversation. I have patience in my pocket, but slowly but surely that patience is going to wear out. Everyone who's on the trial docket, if you are on the trial docket, you need to have the court coordinator or the clerk pull your file so I can let you know when you can be back here for trial, because we're not going to do this thing where everybody is rushing up here at 12 o'clock when we're actually taking our lunch at 12, because the prosecutors need a break at 12. The staff needs a break at 12. The court reporter who's been taking down everything that everyone's been saying needs their break. The probation officer needs their break. And do not approach the coordinator or the clerk when we're on the record. Again, how do you know we're on the record? Because I call the style of the case. Now, I hope everybody understands. And now that I've said this, you know what's going to end up happening? I'm not going to hear any chatter, and we're not even on the record. The end.
burst, he pretty much sealed his own fate. He even started banging his head on the table. It was like the reality of the situation just hit him all at once. Honestly, his behavior was more revealing than the charge itself. It showed a complete lack of self-control. Big credit to his lawyer, though. She handled it like a pro, calmly stepping back as the situation escalated. You could tell she knew exactly what was coming. At one point, he even gave the judge a very intense look, and I wouldn't be surprised if his lawyer was already thinking about withdrawing from the case. Now, let's move on to the next hearing, where Judge Boyd had to raise her voice just to get everyone to settle down. It was clear she'd had enough of the constant interruptions. I've honestly never seen Judge Boyd react like that before. It was surprising, but also completely understandable. Imagine trying to manage a courtroom while lawyers are all crowding in and talking over you. It's overwhelming. Judges have a responsibility to maintain order, and under Rule 3.5 of the American Bar Association's guidelines, lawyers are not supposed to disrupt proceedings like that. So the judge stepping in firmly made sense. Before we finish up, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What did you make of the man's behavior in that first case? And do you think Judge Boyd's reaction was fair or a little too strong? Also, just a quick reminder.